Hello, my friend, and welcome to Wisdom Trek. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 5-day-per-week Wisdom and Legacy Building podcast. This is day 446 of our trek, and today is Wisdom Wednesday. Every Wednesday along Life's Trail, we will dig for the nuggets of wisdom that are found in the book of Proverbs. Today, we'll explore the first half of chapter 20. We are broadcasting from our studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. This past couple of weeks has certainly been a whirlwind for us. Just as fall is quickly approaching and the seasons are changing, so are the seasons of our life. I won't cover the details yet, but when God decides to stir the nest, sometimes it comes rapidly, and we have to adjust our plans sooner than we anticipated. I will share more details with you when they do become available. As we do adapt to the ever-changing seasons of life, it certainly is beneficial to rely on wisdom, insight, and understanding obtained through the many years to help us to navigate the trails that we're hiking each day. Sharp turns, unexpected obstacles, the precarious ledges can come up on us quickly. To be prepared for those unexpected situations will allow you to traverse the trails with the strength needed and to maintain your joy and peace. In every season of life, we do need to seek wisdom, insight, and understanding. So as we break camp for our trek for today, let us explore the nuggets of wisdom found in the first half of Proverbs chapter 20, where we will learn that wise words are more valuable than riches. So let's start out with verse 1. Wine produces mockers, alcohol leads to brawls. Those led astray by drink cannot be wise. Well, biblically, there is nothing wrong with having an occasional drink that contains alcohol. I have personally chosen not to consume alcoholic beverages of any kind because I do not desire for any subject to alter my mental state or subdue my inhibitions. As this verse references, it is not wise to allow alcohol to lead you down the path that may lead to actions and words that are not pleasing to God. Verse number 2. The king's fury is like a lion's roar. To rouse his anger is to risk your life. Most of us don't live under a monarchy today, but the same situation exists for anyone who is under the supervision of another person. We should avoid causing those who lead us to become angry. It's not only humiliating for us, but can also cause serious consequences within our work or other organizations that we serve. Verse number 3. Avoiding a fight is a mark of honor. Only fools insist on quarreling. It is never wise to fight with another person. If the communication is proper, then there is no need to quarrel and fight with others. Whether it's within a marriage, family, friendship, or work relationships, a wise person will avoid fighting at all costs. Verse number 4. Those too lazy to plow in the right season will have no food at the harvest. The law of planting and harvesting is addressed again. If we are too lazy to plow, plant, and tend the crops in the proper seasons of life, then there will be no harvest for our lives. This concept is so simplistic, yet so profound, and it applies to every area of our life. Verse number 5. Though good advice lies deep within the heart, a person of understanding will draw it out. A wise and thoughtful person keeps their advice to themselves and will only share it when it is prudent and appropriate. A person of understanding, though, is also wise because they will tap into the good advice of a person who is wiser. Verse number 6. Many say that they are loyal friends, but who can find one who is truly reliable? It is easy to claim that you are loyal, but the proof of it is when somebody is down and out. Can you be loyal and reliable then? We all need to work on being truly loyal in good times and bad times. Verse number 7. The godly walk with integrity. Blessed are their children who follow them. A godly person is known for his or her good integrity. When their children see them walk their walk and talk their talk, their lives are blessed as they follow in their footsteps. Verse number 8. When a king sits in judgment, he weighs all the evidence, distinguishing the bad from the good. An honest and good leader will be fair and impartial when they need to make decisions. Any major decisions that we make in life, we should consider all the factors before deciding. This is wise and prudent. Let us be careful not to be jumping to conclusions. Verse number 9. Who can say, I have cleansed my heart, and I am pure and free from sin? It takes a truly righteous person to be able to say with a clear conscience that they are in right standing before God and man. Although this is difficult, it should be our desire. Verse number 10. False weights and unequal measures, the Lord detests double standards of every kind. God desires for us to be honest and transparent in all of our transactions. In our dealings with others, we need to make sure that it is fair, especially when we do business with others. We must make sure that all of our transactions are equitable for everyone involved. Anything less is a detestable act before God. Verse number 11, even children are known by the way they act, whether their conduct is pure and whether it is right. If you've ever raised children, you will soon realize that even a baby as young as 1 has their own unique temperament and personality. There are some children that are pleasant and compliant, while others show an independent spirit that is hard to control. It is our role as parents and grandparents to help to bend their uniqueness into a positive force for good. Verse number 12, ears to hear and eyes to see, both are gifts from the Lord. We have so many blessings that we take for granted each day. Most of us can see and hear well, and yet we pay no attention to the beauty that is all around us in both sight and sound. Let us always be grateful for all the gifts that God continually showers on us each day. There is none so blind as the person who chooses not to see his blessings. Verse number 13, if you love sleep, you will end up in poverty. Keep your eyes open, and there will be plenty to eat. Solomon in his wisdom reminds us frequently that we are to work hard and stay productive. If we spend too much time resting and not enough time working, then we will always be in poverty. Contrary to this, if we are diligent each day and make hay while the sun shines, we will have plenty. Verse number 14, the buyer haggles over the price, saying, it is worthless, and then brags about getting a bargain. In our Western culture, we're not used to haggling over the price of what we purchase, and it is much different in the Eastern cultures where negotiating the price of nearly everything that you do purchase is expected. Even while acting disappointed during the process, the astute buyer will continue to haggle until the transaction is complete, and once they are away from the seller, then they can brag about their purchase. And then verse number 15. Wise words are more valuable than much gold and many rubies. Throughout the book of Proverbs, we are continually reminded about how valuable wisdom is. Wise words from others are more valuable to us than any amount of gold, ruby, or other riches. To be rich in wisdom is to be truly wealthy. The nuggets of wisdom that we've gathered in verses 1 through 15 of Proverbs 20 provide us with more tasty morsels of wisdom, insight, and understanding. Regardless of your faith walk, if the precepts of Proverbs are followed, your life will be rich and satisfying. Take them and plant them in your heart so that you will reap a harvest of goodness. Tomorrow, we will hike another short trail on our Wisdom Unplugged, where we will discover an inspirational wisdom quote. So encourage your family and friends to join us, and then come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy. That will finish our trek for today. Just as you enjoy these daily doses of wisdom, we ask you to help us to grow Wisdom Trek by sharing it with your family and friends through email, Facebook, Twitter, or in person when you meet with them, and invite them to come along with us each day. If you'd like to listen to any of the past daily treks, they are available at wisdom-trek.com. And don't forget to subscribe to Wisdom Trek so that each day will be downloaded to you automatically. The journal for today's trek is available at wisdom-trek.com. And thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, and most of all, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and then leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.